Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to six, and the general manager of Dan Cummins Chevrolet Buick in Paris, Kentucky, the second largest used car franchise dealer in the United States of America. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. For some reason, I can't see you guys. On my phone, you probably can't see me. There, you can see me, but I can't see you. But I think, I believe, and I hope, and I pray that you guys are there, even though I can't see you. I'm sure that is the case. Today is September 26th. 2018. Can you believe it? September 26th, 2018. The first and the last time it will ever be September 26th, 2018. That's right. First and last time ever. Today is a special day in my family. Today is the day that my sister, Tina Carroll, that's TINACARROLL, today is her birthday, and I would absolutely love it if my Rise and Grind peeps would blow her up today with happy birthdays and maybe friend requests. Look her up. She lives in Arizona. Her name is Tina Carroll, and she might or might not be watching this show a little bit later today. So if you are, happy birthday to my big sister. She is awesome. I hope you guys are ready for an incredible day today. Today is Wednesday. It's going to be an awesome here in Kentucky. It's supposed to be right at like 72 degrees today, which is going to be awesome. A little bit of rain in the middle of the day, but we're used to that now in what Sean Hayes calls Seattle, Kentucky, which is where we live now. Hey, yesterday's Hashtag Rise and Grind show was phenomenal. If you didn't catch it, I need you to go back and watch it a little bit later today because it was just a phenomenal episode. I loved having an opportunity to highlight Josh Cummins and Liza and Scott Simons and Sean Hayes because they're all incredible people. So, incredible show yesterday. Hope you caught that. Speaking of yesterday's show, we got to make sure we do a giveaway. So, as far as Hustle and Grind ticket winner, our Hustle and Grind ticket winner is RJ Price. RJ Price, our Hustle and Grind ticket winner from yesterday. Did I just see my sister? My sister's in here right now. What are you doing in here live? It is like 2:35 in the morning back in Arizona. Either you're partying it up for your birthday. You know what? I hope that's what you're doing. I hope you're up late partying it up for your birthday. You guys, I just saw my sister scroll through the comments in here, which is awesome. So happy birthday, Tina. I love you. Can't wait to see you. It's been a while since I've been able to hug your neck, so I'm looking forward to getting to do that again. Awesome. So yesterday, that's our show. That's our winner. Okay, cool. Got a little distracted there. Didn't expect to see my sister pop up in here. But now, check it out. Yesterday, my man Will Smith jumped out of a helicopter with a bungee cord over the Grand Canyon yesterday. Did y'all see that? He jumped out of a helicopter with a bungee cord over the Grand Canyon yesterday. That's right. He did this. It was part of it. It was like a fundraiser that he was doing. Also, it was his 50th birthday. He was celebrating turning 50 years old. And also, he had been challenged. There's something called the Say Yes theory. So there's a say yes theory where people challenge you to do things and you have to say yes no matter what it was. And he was challenged to jump out of a helicopter attached to a bungee cord over the Grand Canyon, which is absolutely crazy. And he did it. So if you get a chance, go watch the video. I'm not going to post the video on here because when I posted the PGA video on here, they shut me down. The FBI swooped in and shut down our live feed on Monday. So I'm not going to post the video just in case. But if you get a chance, look it up and check out and watch Will Smith jump out of a helicopter with a bungee cord over the Grand Canyon. It was absolutely incredible. It was incredible. And his jump, it was just amazing. And the more I thought about it, and I thought about him and what made him so special and all the things that he's done in his life. And I thought, well, what can we learn? What can we learn from Will Smith? What can we learn from a 50-year-old dude who's jumping out of a helicopter with a bungee cord attached to him over the Grand Canyon? And I thought, well, really, it broke down. There's 5 things. There's 5 main things that we can learn from my man, Will Smith. But before we dive into all of that, you know what we got to do first? The first thing we got to do is we got to dance, man. We got to get the music going. I'm doing the same tunes as yesterday because I love it. So we got to dance this morning. And I'm going to do something a little bit different. You see, there are a lot of replay watchers. There are a lot of people that watch replays all the time on this episode. And I'm always saying good morning to everybody that's in here live. But somebody pointed it out to me like, bro, I can't watch live. I'm in Arizona like my sister, who I will say good morning to her. Good morning, Tina Carroll. But some people are like, hey, I can't watch live. I just can't do it, right? Because of the hours, because of the time. But for me, it's 5:30 a.m. You never say good morning to me. So what we're going to do today is, first of all, I need you to go and hit that share button because shares show you care. And I absolutely believe that if we can change the way people start the day, we can make an impact on this planet. So that's the first thing I want you to do is go and hit that share button. Second thing I'm going to do is you say good morning to me, whether you're watching the replay or you're watching live. You say good morning to me, I'm going to say good morning to you. But today I'm going to say good morning to some people that are known replay watchers. Good morning, Carol Feely and Brady Downs. Good morning, Donna Miller and Dan Moore. What's up, Jerry Peppers? Megan Saxey, good morning. Brian Myers and Elizabeth McCullough. I love Elizabeth McCullough. We flew her out for the Rise and Grind. It was awesome. Good morning, RJ Price and James Watkins. Good morning, Donnie Grady and Chelsea Combs. Good morning, Nakia Smith and Kelly Taylor, Harding Ice and Bowman, Larry Mullenix, Ricky Miller, and some live viewers. Good morning, Jeremy Nelson, Jeffrey Lee Parton, Sean Weatherby, Carrie Lynn Carter, Vicky Everett, Janelle Griego, and Josh. Good morning, AJ Anderson, Cam Biddle, and Keith McKenzie. What's up? What's up? What's up? Get everybody up in here. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I'm telling you, this song hits. I don't know if it hits in you guys' headphones like it hits in mine, but it hits in the Bose. I love it. I believe I just saw Melissa Jones in here. Your husband's going to be in here a little bit later today. It's going to be awesome. Cool. All right, I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling it. Special birthday edition. Special Tina Carroll birthday edition. That's right. Woo! All right, check it. Oh, that was a Sean Hayes. Little Sean Hayes came out. Woo! All right, check it out. We're rocking. We're rolling. We've said good morning to some peeps from yesterday. We've said good morning to some peeps from today. We've hit the share button so we can change the way we start people's day. And see, if you're watching the replay or you're watching live, it's all valuable. Just because you're not in here at 5:30 a.m. Eastern, you might be in here at 5:30 a.m. Central or 5:30 a.m. Western, Arizona time, whatever you want to call it. Pacific time. That's the word I'm looking for. I want you to know that I still love you and I still care about you, whether you're in here live or not. No, Keith McKenzie's in here live today. Good morning, Keith McKenzie. All right, check it out. Will Smith is a goofy dude, right? He's goofy. Like, why do we love Will Smith so much? He's really goofy. He's clearly talented, right? The dude is clearly talented. I mean, all roles. He's a true pro, right? Like from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he's just being goofy and silly, and he's dancing around, but at the same time, you remember TV shows back then used to have moral, like little moral messages. Even though it'd be a funny show or whatever, it'd be a comedy, it would still have a moral message. Do you remember? I remember when Uncle Phil, like Will Smith, was hanging out in the pool hall and he was playing. He was losing his money in the pool hall, and then Will Smith or Uncle Phil went in there and like kicked everybody's butt in pool, was going to beat everybody up. You know what I'm saying? I remember that episode. It was great, man. It was great. But he had all these roles. He went from that to shows things where he's like fighting aliens and he's fighting robots, and he's been Muhammad Ali. He's had serious roles, Pursuit of Happiness, everything from serious roles to funny roles. He's a musician. He's made all kinds of music. I remember the first time that my brother and I heard him say a cuss word. There was a song he wrote called "You Saw My Blinker." Beep. And me and my brother Clifton were listening to that song. We were just shocked that Will Smith was cussing, right? But so he's obviously talented, and he's goofy, and he's silly, and he makes us laugh. But I believe there's 5 major things that we can learn from Will Smith, 5 things that we can apply to our lives. And so I'm going to go through those 5 things real quick with you guys today. I'm gonna go through that, and we're just gonna dive right into it. You guys ready to dive right into it? All right, check it out. Very first thing, numero uno, Mike Brockway. If you're in here, take note. Number 1 thing that we can learn from Mr. Will Smith himself is that we all need to be limitless. We need to be limitless. How often do you use the word can't? How often? Think about it. How often do you use the word can't? You see, my kids use the word can't a lot. They do. They're like, Daddy, I can't, just can't. I can't reach the top cabinet. I can't tie my shoe. I can't read that book. I can't. They're filled with can'ts. And I have employees that do the same thing. I can't do this. I can't work that hard. I can't put in that effort. I can't get the customer to do this. I can't. A lot of times we use the word can't, right? We use the word can't. And listen, I've got something on my wall that I want to share with you. This is on my wall in my bonus room upstairs. This is something that I look at every single day. And I know a lot of times people think that this was said by like Henry Ford or whatever. But listen, this goes all the way back to the time of Confucius. Okay? Confucius said, the man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. Do you understand the power in that statement? The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both correct. No truer statement do I know. Because when you believe you can do something, it's true. It's normally true. If you believe it with all of your heart that you can, it's normally true. When you believe that you can't do something, it's true. Just by saying the words can't, you've now limited yourself. You've put the limit on it, and it is impossible for you to move forward through that. So we need to rid ourselves of the word can't. We need to become limitless. Listen, they did this study. I read about it in this book called Peak Performance. They did a study because there's been so many people across the world that have literally lifted cars up off of human beings, right? You guys have heard of it, right? There's an accident, somebody gets caught under a car or something crazy happens, and all of a sudden this man gets an unbelievable amount of strength, and he's able to just lift the car right off of a human being. He's able to lift a deadlift of like 4,000 pounds to save another human being, right? You guys have heard of it. This isn't false. This isn't fake. This is real deal stuff. It's true. It happens around the world all the time. Amazing feats of strength. So they actually did a study on these people, and they found out that these people are average Joes and average Johnsons and they're average Glens and they're average Anthonys and they're average AJs. They're just average people. They don't have anything extraordinary about them. But when it came down to it, when someone's life was on the line, and their brain actually went into a different mode. It went into a mode where there were no limit, where the word can't was not an option. They couldn't sit there and say, well, I can't lift the car off of you because the person that was under the car was gonna die. And they loved them, and the limit was removed. And all of a sudden, they were able to lift a car off a human stinking being. Your mind is so incredibly powerful. You hear me? Your mind is so incredibly powerful. We must rid ourselves of the word can't. And my man, Will Smith, does this incredibly. He is completely limitless. He lives limitless. He never says can't. He figures out a way and he gets it done. And I believe that's a quality that we all need to use and apply in our lives every day. Second thing we can learn from my man Will Smith that we're going to apply to our lives today is you must constantly push yourself. You must constantly push yourself. You see, Will Smith, right before he jumps out of this helicopter, he actually did a video. He actually did a video. You guys are killing me in the comments over here. You know what I meant, okay? I saw AJ's name, so I used AJ, but you know what I meant. AJ is not just an average AJ. Anyways, you guys are silly. You got to constantly push yourself. Look, Will Smith talks about skydiving, and he talks about that moment right before you jump out of the plane, right? He says the moment right before you jump out of the plane is the most terrifying moment. You're scared to death. He's scared to death in that moment right before. But he pushes himself through. He pushes through the fear. You jump out of the plane, or in this case, a helicopter with a bungee cord. And on the other side is pure bliss. Pure bliss. How often can you describe your life as pure bliss? It's probably not that often, right? We kind of get into the mundane, we get into our routines, we get into our habits, we do things that are normal, we do things that are average. And so sometimes our life doesn't seem like pure bliss. Well, I'm here to tell you, folks, pure bliss is right on the other side. We got to push right through. You have to push through mentally, you have to push through physically. You got to push through these things and get through to the other side. That's where the pure bliss lies. So number 2, and golly, I don't know why time is flying by on today's episode, but number 2 is constantly push through. You got to constantly push yourself to that next level, whatever that next level is. Constantly be pushing yourself, constantly be challenging yourself, constantly be growing. Number 3, this one's easy. You must have fun. The third thing that we can learn from my man Will Smith this morning, the dude who just jumped out of a helicopter with a bungee cord over the Grand Canyon, the dude that we all know and love. The third thing that we can learn from him, the first thing is be limitless. The second thing is constantly push yourself. The third thing is have fun, dude. I want you to have fun. I need you to laugh at yourself. I need you to laugh with others. I need you to make others laugh. We have to have fun. Look, this Josh Cummins said it best the other day. I hope I can quote it right. Josh Cummins said that what we do every day is incredibly serious, right? What we do every day, at work, at Dan Cummins, at selling cars, the impact that it has on people's lives, the impact that it has on our customers, impact that it has on our employees. This is all serious stuff, right? It's very serious. Therefore, we can't take it too seriously. We can't take it too seriously. When Josh said that, it really hit my heart. It was like, man, he's right. What we've got going on the day-to-day is serious stuff. And if we take it too seriously, oh my gosh, we can take all the fun right out of it. We can take the fun right out of it. And we have to have fun. As human beings, we're designed to dance and laugh and play and smile and be jubilant. It is what God has called for our lives. He wants us to have fun. So make sure you're having fun, man. Nobody has more fun than my man Will Smith, right? You guys have seen him. Dude's always having fun. He makes fun of himself. He's not afraid to put himself in silly situations. He just has fun. And I think it's what connects us to him more than anything. It's what makes him one of the greats. Number 1, be limitless. Number 2, constantly push yourself. Number 3, have fun. Number 4, take pride in your work. Listen to what my man Will Smith here says.
The only thing that I see that is distinctly different about me is I'm not afraid to die on a treadmill. Right? I will run.
You would not be outworked.
I will not be outworked.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, you might have more talent than me. You might be smarter than me. You might be sexier than me. You might be all of those things. You got it on me in 9 categories. But if we get on the treadmill together, right, there's 2 things. You're getting off first, or I'm going to die. It's really that simple.
That's his mentality, folks. He takes so much pride in everything that he does. He takes so much pride in his work. You guys have seen it. You guys, I've read, I don't know if you've read, but like Will Smith, man, when he trained for Muhammad Ali, when he trained for iRobot, like he was in the gym 6 months straight, 8 hours a day, intensely working to shape and mold his body because he wanted to look exactly like the physique of Muhammad Ali, or he wanted the exact physique that the actor or that the directors were calling for. He wanted to fall fall into character 100% because he takes so much pride in his work. He spent hours and hours and hours re-editing his music back when music was his thing. And his shows, he would always re-edit, go back through his shows. He would get so mad at himself if he messed up as an actor. He took so much pride in his work, and that pride caused him to work relentlessly and outwork his competition. Does that make sense? It's one thing to just go to work 12 hours a day. It's one thing to move through the building 12 hours a day. It's another thing to take great pride. Take pride in your work and go after it with relentless, tenacious energy and effort. Will Smith is the man at this. We can learn so much from this guy. We can learn that we need to be limitless. We can learn that we must constantly push ourselves. We can learn that we need to have fun, and we can definitely learn to take pride in our work. And the last thing that I think we can learn from my man Will Smith that I want to share with you today, the very last thing is don't be afraid to shine. I know so many of you in this group, so many of you that are watching right now, you're afraid to shine. You don't want anybody looking at you. You're afraid of a camera. You're afraid to speak up in a meeting. You're afraid to put yourself out there. But no more, folks. No more hashtag rise and grind. No more. It is time for you to shine, people. I am challenging you. I am challenging you to shine today. I am challenging you to be the center of attention today. I want all eyes on you. I want you to embrace it. I challenge you to hit the go live. Get that camera on. I challenge you to speak up in the meeting today. I challenge you to share your opinions, your thoughts, your ideas. I challenge you to take that thing that you wrote, that poem that you wrote, that song that you wrote. I challenge you to record it. I challenge you to publish it. I challenge you to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to shine, because you have to understand something. You are truly an amazing human being, uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the absolute best version of you that you can possibly be. Do you understand? And every once in a while, that takes you being in the limelight. Every once in a while, that takes you standing up and saying, I am who I am. Embrace me. Love me. Be excited about me, because I'm going to come at you. I'm going to come at you limitless. I'm going to constantly push myself. I'm going to have fun while I'm doing it. I'm going to take pride in my work. And I, my friends, am here to shine today, to shine tomorrow, because I am uniquely made by the God of the universe to be the best version of me that I can possibly be. That's your challenge today. That's your challenge. You see, you're already starting it off right. You're watching hashtag rise and grind. You're starting your day in an incredible way. And I want you to know that every time you hit the share button, or you jump in the group and you make a post, or you make a comment, or you even just hitting the like button, you're making an impact on this planet. You're making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers. You're making an impact on me. And I, for one, absolutely stinking love you for it. That's right. I do. I absolutely love you. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I love you. Tina Carroll, happy birthday. 26 years old. I love you, girl. Or 26 years old. 26th birthday. She's not 26 years old. I'll tell you that. She's a couple years older than me. She might look 26 years old, looking good. But I love you, sister. Have a happy birthday. You guys make sure to friend Tina Carroll. Shoot her the happy birthdays today. Let's lift her up today. Let's encourage her today. Let's make sure she feels good. Let's let her shine. Let's let her be the center of center of attention, because she deserves it. You guys are awesome. Have an incredible day today. If you need more episodes of hashtag Rise and Grind, you can find them at GlennLundy.com. Go over there. It'll take you there. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, I'm telling you, we're clearing out the summer stuff. We got fall stuff up now. Our fall stuff's going up, continuing to go up. So go to GlennLundy.com. You can get your Rise and Grind gear there. If you haven't got your tickets yet to Hustle and Grind Con, which is going to be the most incredible over-the-top conference in the history of conferences, that's my promise to you, then go to GlennLundy.com. You can get those too. But most importantly, importantly, will you do me a big favor? Will you please come back here tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m.? We're going to do this all over again on hashtag Rise and Grind.